The Lakers of Rick Wesley will be looking to take another step toward the top of the standings in the Great Lakes Conference. Tom Cleary with you here today from Allendale, Michigan for the second game of our GLIAC basketball doubleheader. Charlie Ernst, the fifth-year coach who's replaced Ron Niekamp, comes in with a team that's only 5-5, but they're very dangerous. Very nearly pulled off a road upset yesterday before losing at Ferris 72-69. Grand Valley's playing quite well right now 9-2 on the season after beating Wayne yesterday. It's a Laker team that's got good veteran talent that will also incorporate 4 freshmen into the rotation here today. Should be some exciting basketball action. It's the Lakers of Grand Valley and the Oilers from Findlay coming up next in Game 2 of our basketball doubleheader here on Xfinity and the Grand Valley Sports Network.
You learn something every single day at Grand Valley State University about who you are and who you can become, about where you've been and where you're going, about your goals and how to accomplish them. At the end of the day, you know what you want from life. Find it within yourself. Find it within Grand Valley State University.
And there you see the Finley Oilers, who are out on the court now as we get set for the start of the second game here today at Grand Valley. The Lakers trying for another doubleheader sweep after taking out Wayne yesterday in both the men's and women's game. Grand Valley won the women's contest earlier here on Xfinity and the Grand Valley Sports Network, 75-35. A shocking result, a 40-point blowout win against a team that came in 10-1. So Mike Williams, job well done. A 35-point win yesterday over Wayne, 40-point win today. And suffice it to say, the ladies are taking off Monday as a reward for their good play here on the weekend for Grand Valley. The Lakers won yesterday. They had to fight off a pesky Wayne State team in the contest they played on Saturday. Finley is coming off a very tough loss. They were ahead much of the way in their contest against Ferris, only to lose at the end, 72-69. Finley was ahead in that game at halftime by a couple of points, but got outscored in the second half by 5 and ended up losing by 3. One of the starters you see jumping out there, Zach West, the freshman from Oswego, Illinois. He's one of 4 freshmen that will play considerable minutes today. He's out there with Aaron Hayes and Luke Reiskamp. Also getting the start today for Grand Valley, Chaz Rollins, who had a double-double in the game yesterday, 10 rebounds, 13 points. And here's another Laker senior, Ricardo Carbajal, who comes out. The 5th player out of the tunnel here, and now he's out in the middle of the circle as Grand Valley gets ready for this one. Grand Valley 9-2, 3-2 in league play. Charlie Ernst and the Finley Oilers 2-3 in league play. They definitely need a win here to right the ship. And they have divided their first 10 games of the season. Grand Valley wearing the home whites today, which is a little bit of a change. The women wore blue in their contest. Finley in road orange, which is so familiar. It's been a few years since Finley's won a game here. Talking to some of their folks before the game, and you go back 10 years ago when that rivalry was so hot. Findlay, of course, won a national championship about 6 or 7 years ago, and Grand Valley had the great team that went 36-0. And in consecutive years, Grand Valley and Findlay played 4 times. One year Grand Valley won all 4. The next year Findlay won all 4. And this is something you very seldom see. Alternate possession off the, nobody had possession, so you couldn't give it to either team, so they'll have to jump it up again. So this game will start after 5 seconds all over again. Carbajal, this time the tip will be controlled by Grand Valley. The guy that got over there for the Lakers was Chaz Rollins, and he's got the basketball right now. 11 is the freshman Zach West in the starting lineup. Here is Aaron Hayes. He of the incredible vertical skills. He gets up high. Carbajal, nice spin. Off glass, defended well. Tipped out though by Rollins. Aaron Hayes looking for Zach West. Has a good look at this one, and for 3, it's down. Zach West with the triple. And the Lakers get off to an early lead in this one. Finley with it. First shot by Terrence Sullivan. That's a triple that's through. Terrence Sullivan, the young man from Lima, Ohio. Back cut here for West again, and he got fouled. That time it was Sullivan that got him. Referees in today's game, Greg Van Dyke and Jeff Spadowski and Brad Kloss. Here is Zach West, whose brother Ryan is one of the quarterbacks, a Division I transfer on Matt Mitchell's football team. 4 early points for Zach here in the first minute plus of this contest. He would have liked to have finished that one with a little bit more authority, but he gives Grand Valley the lead, and he scored all 5 of the Laker early points. Number 2 with the ball is Austin Gardner, sophomore from Bowling Green, Ohio, just up the road from Findlay. Sullivan, triple try on the way. Lakers not going to, well, they will chase this down after the miss by Dylan Kaufman. Here's Hayes all the way down, can't find it. Look out, Sullivan almost got his pocket picked by Aaron Hayes. These 2 coaches know each other very well, and their styles are in a way kind of complementary. Sullivan misses his second triple try, and now Ricecamp starts out for the Lakers. Grand Valley up a deuce here in the first couple of minutes. Carbajal thought about the shot. Hayes, and now West. Here's Ricardo Carbajal again, picked up by John Staley. Carbajal's a good to the basket kind of player, but he got stripped by Staley that time. Staley's coming off a good ball game yesterday in Big Rapids. Kaufman, Sullivan. 14 is Martise Kimbrough. One of the go-to guys at the offensive end for his team. Now Staley. Almost traveled. Kaufman against West. West let him get by on the baseline. Sullivan passed up to 3. Is that a shot that got off in time? I thought it was maybe a violation. It's going to be out of bounds to Finley. That heave as the clock expired was from Gardner. Trevin Alexander comes into the ball game immediately. Carbajal sits down after just 2.5 minutes of play. So Ricecamp picking up man-to-man against Kaufman over on the far sideline. Here's Kimbrough. He's guarded by West this trip down. Sullivan moved both feet, forced up a tough jumper and made it. Terrence Sullivan's got pretty good size out on the perimeter. He's got 2 buckets in the ball game, and it's been Sullivan against West so far. Both guys with 5, both guys with a triple. Grand Valley going quickly at the other end. Beautiful spin move. Chaz Rollins picking up where he left off yesterday against Wayne. Got a big ball game with 13 in that one. Lakers up by 2. Now Gardner. Sullivan again. Beyond the arc, this 3 goes for the big man outside. Dylan Kaufman puts the visitors onside. Kaufman, a senior from Berlin, Ohio, with that basket. Here's Luke Reiskamp. Alexander out there with Hayes. This is West. The lob inside. Great catch and a good delivery by Chaz Rollins. Good delivery too by Zach West, who got it down to him. Rollins got a couple of buckets. This ball knocked out of bounds by West. Grand Valley's going to get a man up very, very quickly, and hustling into the ball game will be Justin Greason, 6'10" freshman from Shelby Township down in the metropolitan Detroit area. Grand Valley kind of a zone here. Sullivan almost got both feet moving. Tough shot. Kimbrough. Beauty there. Seeing some good shooting early on from both sides, in particular from Finley, which now leads 11-9. And West got wrestled down to the ground, and John Staley saying he was grabbing my jersey, but the evidence on the deck seemed to suggest otherwise. We'll get a quick timeout here. It's Finley up 2 in the early going today in Allendale on the Grand Valley Sports Network.
At Metro Health, we don't see patients, we see people. And when it comes to their health care, there's one thing we're all working toward: helping them feel better. Better summers, better dances, better retirements, and better roads ahead. This is what we want for every person we see every day. Better. Metro Health. Better all around.
Both teams shooting the ball pretty well here in the early going. Finley has taken the lead now at 11-9. They have gone from distance, and I think Rick Wesley took advantage during that last time out to remind his team that this is a team that wants to go from distance. Grand Valley wants to get up on the perimeter and defend a little bit tougher than they have been. Darren Kapuska is in right now. 3 on the ball for Grand Valley. 5 is Trevin Alexander. Here's Reiskamp. Reiskamp's a hard-nosed guy, but he ran right into a double team. Got it back and scored. Nicely done. You say this about Luke Reiskamp. He is not afraid to get his nose bloodied in deep. Not a real tall guy, but man, he is fearless when it comes to going to the basket. Reiskamp's first bucket of the game ties it at 11. Kimbrough off the curl pours it home. He's Kimbrough with 5, and Finley has just been lights out. Alexander, Hayes looking to go. Hayes is a great leaper. Can't score at that time. Sullivan a rebound. Kaufman on the move now. Oh, Hayes went down hard. He might be injured. And that's another 3 that goes for Kimbrough, and the official is going to allow Grand Valley to substitute Hayes, who went down hard on his ankle. He's going to try to retie his shoe. The trainer's going to come over and talk to him. Maybe just turned his ankle a little bit. Kimbrough, though, my goodness, what a start. 8 for him. 17 points in the first 5 minutes for Finley. Grand Valley down 6. This is the Grand Valley freshman Alec Marty, who's in there right now. We're in 20. Alexander from the free throw line. Could have chased that one down. It came right back at him, but he was heading in the other direction. Grand Valley get Carbajal back in. Kimbrough was stripped once and twice, and now Marty on the move. Grand Valley's got numbers a little bit. Kapuska thought about it for 3. Marty. Oh, that's good catch inside by Greason, who's going to force up the shot. Rebound by Luke Reiskamp, who then went hard down on the deck. And they're going to call a foul on the play. Grand Valley will keep possession of the ball. Reiskamp really put himself in harm's way here. Greason's shot, doesn't have enough on it, and then the bump, you see it there. It was Tyler Stern-Tucker who got Reiskamp with the body. Grand Valley keeps possession. Reiskamp now. Carbajal took it right in the chest on that screen. Right, Luke's going to jump it up. Left it short. Great rebound inside. How about Ricky Carbajal? First bucket for Ricardo. 17-13 now. Boy, this is going to be one of those games where it's going to be all hands on deck for Grand Valley. Finley is shooting it great. New man in the game, Nick Ruthsatz. Ruthsatz with it right now, wearing 3. Either the tag or his pants is hanging out, or he's got his shorts on inside out. I'm not quite sure what it is. That's a tough shot there. Will not go. Grand Valley's going to come out with the rebound off the miss by Tyler Stern-Tucker. Here's Kapuska. Carbajal thought about jumping it up. He wants to go farther down. A little hard on the shot. Nobody there for Grand Valley. A nice ball delivered inside by Elijah Colleague, and then the three-point try goes for Ruthsatz. Hits the 3, and the shooting has just been out of this world in the early going for the visitors. They are knocking down everything. Playing beautifully on offense. Charlie Ernst's crew. Grand Valley's looking to go. Greason again. That's easy. Greason felt the pressure go away and then just turned and rolled to the bucket for the knockdown. Here's Colleague, 22. Grand Valley got a double, but then they let him go, and he's going to walk it all the way down, score it, and draw the foul. And Grand Valley's got some real defensive issues at the moment. Carbajal on the foul, they say. I thought it was actually Reiskamp. Greason goes out. Colleague with a three-point play. And the lead is now 8 for Finley. So Grand Valley losing contact a little bit here in the early going. Reiskamp, Marty. Lakers having a hard time getting it across the timeline, just able to do so. Kapuska out there with Reiskamp, Marty, Alexander, and Chaz Rollins. Grand Valley has not really been able to find what it's looking for in the last couple of minutes offensively. This might be it. Oh, Marty turned down a shot. Lakers with good movement here. It's a shot clock violation. They finally got the ball inside. That takes us to our immediate timeout. Finley is being on fire here in the early going. Oilers up early on Xfinity in the Grand Valley Sports Network.
What if a home phone could also be a smartphone? And what if that home phone could save you money on your home and wireless bill at the same time? With Xfinity Voice, you get amazing technology like readable voicemail on your smartphone, caller ID on your TV, and even text messaging, all for a low price. Start saving with unlimited nationwide talk and text and switch to Xfinity Voice for just $19.99 a month for 12 months. Call 1-800-XFINITY today.
I'm almost done.
Now you can pay your bill, manage your appointments, and check your connection status. Anytime, anywhere.
Oh, so you're protesting? Okay.
Introducing Xfinity My Account, available on any device.
Well, it's been a brilliant start for Charlie Ernst and the Oilers from Findlay. They have been shooting the ball just phenomenally here in the first portion of this opening half. 23 points in the first 8 minutes. And that kind of translates into a 100-point ball game if they stay on at this rate. Finley with it now after the timeout. Alex White leaning inside, got tied up, lost it, got it back, hooked it up. Rice-Camp a rebound. And on the breakout, here comes Kapuska. Grand Valley's problem is they're going by 2s, and Finley's been going by 3s here much of the first half. Kapuska now looking inside for Rollins. Can't find him. 67% shooting in the early going for the visitors. Rice-Camp tried a reverse dribble right into a man, then committed a foul as he reached in on Nick Ruthsatz. Finley has not been able to get Aaron Hayes back in the ball game right now. He turned an ankle and seems to be doing a little bit better on the bench right now, but he's been out for the last couple of minutes. There we see him. Ruthsatz inside. That's too easy for Finley. John Staley inside his first hoop of the ball game. 10-point bulge now for the visitors. Grand Valley inside now with Alexander. Goes lefty, too hard. Great work done by Finley on the glass. A little bit of a push off inside, and they're going to call a foul there as Ricardo Smith muscled up inside to draw the foul. Alexander gave a little ground, not much of a foul there really, and I think Alexander though has just got to hold his ground and not do anything silly because Smith was in a bad position. And Ricardo Smith has no difficulty with the free throw. He becomes the 7th Finley player to score here in the first 10 minutes. Tyler Stern Tucker goes out, and Sullivan's back in the contest right now. .12-point lead now for Finley at 27-15. They'll continue the full court pressure. Kapuska bumped a little bit in the backcourt. Hayes does get back in the contest. Carbajal. Good delivery this time. Kapuska got it down to Chaz Rollins. He threw it right back out. Now Carbajal down deep. Carbajal went strong, couldn't get it down. Lakers might get an easy one here, and they finally do. Chaz Rollins delivers his 3rd basket of the ball game. But at the halfway mark of the first half, it's still a 10-point Finley lead. Colleague. That's Ruthsatz. Looking to go on Kapuska. Smith up and under against Zach West, and it's 29-17. 4 now for Ricardo Smith. Here's Carbajal looking to back his way in, forces his way up. Nothing there, just ran out of space. No foul either. Hayes hit the deck again, got up this time. A deep miss at long last. It came from Sullivan, who's missed his last 2 3-point attempts. Hayes into the lane, floater goes. Still double-digit lead though. That's a good look for 3 again, and it's down, and Kapuska can't believe it as Ruthsatz fired it right in over the top, and these guys are shooting without hesitation right now and with a lot of confidence. 32-19. Kapuska got hammered to the deck, but got it out beyond the line to Aaron Hayes for his first triple of the ball game. And Valley makes it a 10-point game again. But it looks like Finley's playing with 6 people out there right now. They always seem to have somebody open. And now Ruthsatz pulls it back outside as we approach the 8:15 mark here in the first half. Grand Valley's got to find a way to get a couple of stops. Sullivan Wide open again is Ricardo Smith, wide left this time, but he airballs it right into the hands of Elijah Colleague, who's got 5 now. 34-22. Well, Grand Valley finally does something right, and it all goes wrong on the air ball. Kapuska going to try for 3. Fills it. Kapuska with his first bucket of the ball game. The Lakers are finally down closer than 10. This is Sullivan going to crank it from about 23. No problem whatsoever. And I think if Grand Valley needs any more convincing that Finley can hit the shot from the arc, it's going to be a long afternoon. 37-25. Hayes. This is Rollins. Down deep for Carbajal, just too hard. Grand Valley trying a little too hard right now. Again, an open look at a 3. This time will not go. Kapuska had it knocked away by Sullivan, and then a foul as Ricardo Smith got taken down by Carbajal, I believe. And that takes us to another timeout. It's a second foul on Carbajal. We'll take a break. 7:04 left to go. Tough going right now for Grand Valley here on Xfinity and the Grand Valley Sports Network.
Dudes, been a couple of A+ roommates. And I hate to do this because you guys have been cool with everything. You're cool with my band. You're cool with that English accent phase, remember that?
We're literally out to milk.
And that theater troupe.
Rain down up. Hey, could you give me a second, please?
But State Farm's helped me be really smart with my money, and I got my own pet now. Oh, no big deal, Mom, Dad. My new place doesn't allow pets. Dylan's gonna have to stay here. One love, Pops.
Start out right in life. With everything from renter's insurance to your first bank account, State Farm is there.
My fathead cave! My fathead cave! Oh my gosh! Yes! What was that? The bear! Look at my body, Daddy!
That looks really good. That look good?
This is my fat head.
I'm so excited for it. Have goosebumps.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome!
Do you like it?
I love it!
Grand Valley down a dozen here in the first half of the men's game today on Xfinity and the Grand Valley Sports Network. The women won today for Grand Valley, 75-35. A 40-point win today for Grand Valley. And a big win yesterday over Wayne State, but the men having a much tougher time today here. They have really never gotten their arms around this one, and Finley has been playing beautiful basketball at both ends of the court. Defending well and shooting exceptionally well. Here's another wide open look for a guy that's not going to miss many, but he misses that time. Kimbrough, but it came right to Staley. So when Grand Valley gets a stop, they can't get the board. Matisse Kimbrough looking at Trevin Alexander there. 18 on the shot clock. Finley taking plenty of time. Why not? No need to hurry. Sullivan sends it across to Kimbrough. Kimbrough got his feet set, fired, and killed it. Kimbrough now with 11, and the Lakers just don't have any answers whatsoever, down by 15. This is Zach West from beyond the arc. Grand Valley shot in a hurry that time, and there was nobody there on the glass. Kimbrough picked up by Hayes. That looked like a walk. It's a held ball. It will stay in the possession of Finley. This is Gardner, the starting point guard, who's back on right now. 33 is Dylan Kaufman. A high lob to Sullivan. Sullivan now with 10, and there's just not much Grand Valley seems to be able to do right. Down 17 here in the first half against a team that lost yesterday. Hayes, Kapuska. Grand Valley's got to get something going toward the basket, I think. Even though they're giving up threes at the other end, they have got to do something here to get to the free throw line on occasion, as they will this time. Greason drew the foul. He'll shoot 2. I'm not so sure about this. Staley's right there. Greason just kind of ran out of room. Might have got bumped down low. get to the free throw line. It only helps if you make them. Let's take a look at that last play. That looked like a shot there, but it was a pass the entire way to Sullivan. It was sold pretty well, too, by Dylan Kaufman. Greason can't get either one. It's a rebound ripped out of there by Alex White for Finley. And now Gardner. Kimbrough has been elegant so far in this game. Not a lot of wasted effort. He's made his opportunities count. Sullivan trying to get to the basket. The pull-up will not go. Grand Valley had it go off the hands of Kapuska. Got a little bit of a bump. Rick Wesley up complaining about a little guy getting tossed about by a big guy there, but that plea falls on deaf ears. White. Now Kimbrough. Kimbrough's a sophomore. What a good-looking player he is. And look at that stroke again. Martise Kimbrough making it a 20-point lead, and this one is getting away from Grand Valley the same way the women's game got away from Finley in the first half. Lob inside. Greason's got to make this one happen. Can't get it down, and it's another rebound for the Oilers. So Greason's going to get stronger as time goes on. He'll learn that he needs that extra strength to play at this level. A little different than high school. A lot of big body guys out there. Grand Valley's going to return Rice Camp, and going to get somebody else on as well. I'm not sure who that is. I think it's Chaz Rollins waiting to come in. Greason giving ground. Does a good job defensively that time. That ball's going to be picked up finally by Kapuska. Kapuska looking to outrun everybody. Not able to do so. Aaron Hayes for three. Knocked out of bounds to Grand Valley. Well, when you're shooting with a 20-point lead, those threes look like you can make them all day long. And when you're behind by 20, the noose is definitely tightening a little bit around your neck. It's very difficult to just let it go without fear when you know that there's going to be big ramifications if you miss a couple. Inside 4 minutes remaining here in the first half. Kimbrough got a handout on Hayes and slapped it away. Zach West, now Hayes. Hayes looking to go, floats it. Hayes has really been the only effective player for Grand Valley in terms of getting into the lane and getting a good shooting opportunity. Kimbrough again got away from Hayes. Look out. This guy is just on absolute fire. All systems go for Martise Kimbrough, 16, and that's why his team's up 20 right now. Rice Camp, what a catch that was. They're going to call traveling on Rice Camp, and we get to another media timeout. It's been ugly so far for the Lakers. Can they find a way back? 3:18 left here in the first half.
Learn something every single day at Grand Valley State University about who you are and who you can become, about where you've been and where you're going, about your goals and how to accomplish them. At the end of the day, you know what you want from life. Find it within yourself. Find it within Grand Valley State University.
Well, the Laker football coach, Matt Mitchell, got the crew out here today, trying to keep those guys surrounded before they get out and do some damage. Had a chance to talk to Coach Mitchell between games here today. Said his staff has been out on the road trying to secure a few more commitments for the 2016 football season. Grand Valley coming off a top 4 finish in football this year. Made it to the national semifinals before losing a heartbreaker at Shepherd in mid-December after winning 3 straight playoff games on the road before that. Kimbrough, wow, he's human. Even his misses are good. They come back to his guys. This one's not coming back to anybody. You can just tell he stepped into that one. Kimbrough has 19. Grand Valley can't seem to locate him at all. He has been white hot here in this game. And Grand Valley has already given up 50, and it's a foul inside that will go against Tyler Stern-Tucker. Kimbrough has been amazing. I had him for 19. I think officially they're going to say he has 20. He's scoring so quickly, he can hardly keep track of what he's doing. But Kimbrough has made 6 of 7 from distance here. And Grand Valley's just trying to avoid a slaughter at this moment. Reiskamp. Oh, missed by 3 feet. It went in anyway. Reiskamp with the triple off glass, and he was as shocked as we were. 5 for Luke, 50-30. Finley with a man on the baseline. What we have here, it's going to be a charge. And I think the guilty party there was Alex White, who dished off going down the lane and ran over a Laker. And there's Reiskamp. He's wondering what's going on. Hasn't lost his mouth guard yet. That's about the only good thing that's happened for Luke Reiskamp and the Lakers here today. Down by 20 with 2 minutes to go in the half. I don't think I've ever seen a half offensively as proficient as the one that Finley has played here against Grand Valley today. They've just been out of sight. Scored only 69, that's a travel, no doubt about that. That was against Deshaun Lewis, the freshman who was in for the first time. He actually played quite well yesterday. Offensive player, hoping to make some things happen, but didn't get the ball down on the deck quickly enough. There's Sullivan thinking about it. That is not a good shot by Sullivan. Probably the first bad shot his team has taken today. Contested jumper. Grand Valley. That ball was tipped out of bounds. No. Terrible call there. That ball was touched out. Luke Reiskamp saw it. He saw that ball was deflected and let it go. He didn't even chase it. Let's see it again. Well, I think it was the player who we were shielded from. Nobody really protested too much. It looked to me like it definitely got knocked up in the air. Call goes Finley's way. We're down to the final 75 seconds of what has been an incredible first half for the Oilers. Kimbrough has been just crazy good, and well, why not? 22 for Kimbrough. He's not feeling it. He's owning it right now. Grand Valley just doesn't have anybody who can come close to staying within an arm length of him. Reiskamp trying to get down the lane. Gets a kind bounce. Reiskamp now with 7, but the Lakers are down 20. 40 seconds to go. Finley might go 2 for 1 here. They could have, and they might yet. Sullivan with the score. Actually, that was Tyler Stern-Tucker to make it 54-32. I think what Grand Valley is going to do now is try to take this all the way down to as close to 0 as possible. They don't want to go down any more than they already are. We saw the little slip on perspiration there by Chaz Rollins. And that opened the door for Tyler Stern-Tucker. 8 players have scored for Finley. Grand Valley's got 32. Martise Kimbrough has 22 of his own. And Darren Kapuska and his teammates have found themselves up against a buzzsaw here today. Been a while since Finley's won on this floor, but they are well on their way here today. The lead at the moment looks just almost unassailable the way Finley is playing, but this will be a chance at the line for Grand Valley for Trevin Alexander, junior from Benton Harbor. Boy, Grand Valley gets a bleeder finally to go. First point for Alexander. Kimbrough's coming back in. Let's guess where the ball's going on the next possession. Kimbrough is a silky player. Alexander gets them both. And Grand Valley calls another timeout here with 24 seconds, just under 24 seconds remaining in the half. Down 20. I think Rick Wesley's going to say, fellas, whatever we do, let's just knock it out of the hands of Martise Kimbrough, regardless of what the outcome is elsewhere. Kimbrough has just been fabulous here in the first half, and he's had some help. Taryn Sullivan with 10. Let's see this play that a few minutes ago. This is Kaufman. Looks like he's shooting it, but that's Sullivan going down deep, grabbing that one, and slamming it home. 54-34. Grand Valley's going to come with some pressure. Ruth Satz is back in the game. He's a shooter against Kaputska. Kaputska is going to try to pressure him, body him a little bit if he can. Nice takeaway almost by Kaputska. And look what happens. Ruth Satz drills a three after almost getting stripped. What a half by Finley, and now a foul against Kaufman. You know, Ruth Satz has had some good moments too. That is his third three of the first half. Between he and Kimbrough, just an amazing performance. Well, Kaputska thinks he's got it there. Ruth Satz comes up with the ball and just said, thank you very much. I'll be scoring three. Kaputska has made a contribution in the first half, his fourth point. Grand Valley's going to try to make a substitution here. They're going to try to hustle Miles Miller into the game. Grand Valley's got some fouls to give. So I think this is not going to be a hack-a-shack, but if the ball comes anywhere near Miles Miller, he's going to foul. Well, Kimbrough's not going to give it up. Oh, he does give it up. Sullivan behind the line, doesn't get it, and the half mercifully ends. It's 57-36. Finley brilliant. Grand Valley scratching their collective heads right now. We'll take a break and come back with more today on Xfinity in the Grand Valley Sports Network.
At Metro Health, we don't see patients, we see people. And when it comes to their health care, there's one thing we're all working toward: helping them feel better. Better summers, better dances, better retirements, and better roads ahead. This is what we want for every person we see every day. Better. Metro Health. Better all around.
Replace the microwave cooking device.
Oh, this will cost mass quantities. Commence the jingle.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hey, Bildar, how can I help?
Brent Allen, did we receive savings from our discount double check?
Oh, yeah, a bunch.
This pleases me.
Wait, we're in space. I thought you guys were from France.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there in France. See? France.
Oui.
Save mass quantities with a State Farm discount double check.
And lastly, Uverse gives you a whole bunch of on-demand TV shows and movies. Let's get started.
Well, how many is a whole bunch? As many as Xfinity?
I swear you're gonna love it.
That didn't really answer my question.
Over 5,000 on demand.
Well, Xfinity On Demand gives us over 30,000.
We'll set it up for you.
Don't settle for Uverse. Get over 5 times more on-demand TV shows and movies on TV with Xfinity from Comcast.
All right, halftime here in game number 2 at the Fieldhouse Arena at Grand Valley State University in Allendale, Michigan. Tom Cleary, your host for the action today. Grand Valley won the women's game 75-35. Unfortunately, we're headed toward the same kind of margin in game 2 with Finley up at the intermission 57-36. And, well, the show belonged to Martise Kimbrough. 22 points in the first half, 6 of 8 on triple tries, 8 of 10 field goals altogether. Finley only made 3 free throws in the first half. Their shooting has been phenomenal, 60% and 57% from beyond the arc. Grand Valley really not bad in either shooting category. Shot 50% from the floor and 66% from distance, but the phenomenal offensive efficiency of Finley was just something to behold today. You really can't play basketball at any level much better than the way they played. They had good court spacing, great shooting. Sullivan chipped in, Ruth Satz off the bench with 9. A lot of contributors for Charlie Ernst and company. So the Lakers in a big hole right now. Still, though, time to maybe turn it around here in half number 2. But while we consider that, let's show you some of the things that are happening as we head into 2016 around Grand Valley.
I came to Grand Valley because the moment I stepped foot on this campus, I fell in love, and all the people around, they just seemed so friendly. So I was like, this is where I need to be.
When I first came to campus, it was very welcoming, a very clean campus.
I came to Grand Valley because they have a great biology department. It really made me determine that Grand Valley was the place for me.
I came to Grand Valley because of the amazing opportunities that West Michigan had to offer Grand Rapids itself. Because of the small class size, it was the one-on-one, peer-to-peer opportunities I had with my fellow students.
The moment I came in, it was an exciting place to be a part of. It's been going uphill from before I got here. It's continuing the upward trend. I really feel really blessed to be here.
I dream of working in technology and really being a big part in connecting people and empowering a lot of friendships.
I dream of being a marine biologist and focusing in marine mammals, mainly orca whales, also known as killer whales.
Action. My goals for the future include directing major motion pictures and working with some of the most creative minds on the planet in order to create movies that are unique and awe-inspiring.
I really want to become a physical therapist for our military, because my Uncle Francis was killed on September 11th, and they put their lives on hold and on the line to defend our country. And the thing that I can do to help them the most is to become a physical therapist and improve their quality of life to allow them to come back to their families.
I'm interested in continuing my education to work on autonomous robotics that operate in space, where we can harvest resources that we can use both in space and back here on Earth.
I really would like to find myself in some kind of position that involves working with public policy that has to do with education. And I would like that to have an international bent, to understand how to better form an educational experience for children in the U.S. And that's something I've just grown really passionate about.
One of my favorite memories from Grand Valley is when I went on a study abroad trip to Ecuador. There I got to explore the Amazon cloud rainforests, and I got to try many new things, including eating a grub. Hakuna Matata.
The first time I saw the campus, it was literally a cornfield with a road down the middle. When you think about the campus today, it's absolutely gorgeous. It's like magic has taken place.
My favorite memories at Grand Valley are working with different people and having a chance to work with people like T. Haas, you know, and to have him actually know my name was, you know, I think a pretty cool thing.
My favorite memory at Grand Valley has to have been making Happy Grand Rapids. I had the ability to interact with a couple of students here and film a bit of the parts on campus, and that was a really fun experience.
At Grand Valley, I've had the opportunity to improve my clinical skills and to improve my competencies in nursing, leadership, advocacy, and scholarship.
I have had the opportunity to meet an amazingly diverse collection of students and faculty.
I saw this massive investment downtown and these labs that were world class. Yeah, this is a nice structure. And I thought, what a great opportunity for my students and for me. And to be honest, I wanted to be a part of that.
Grand Valley gave me the opportunity to be able to network and also help attain different internships. It really helped me be able to finish up my degree and be able to move on to a successful career.
Grand Valley has given me that community to build and empower myself and empower others and be able to accomplish anything in the world.
I feel just privileged to be able to call myself a Laker for a lifetime.
When you put your name on something, it means something. For over 140 years, Coors Banquet's been brewed in one place with pure Rocky Mountain water and the best high country barley. And someone with the name Coors still tastes our beer every week, making sure it tastes as good today as it did in 1873. That's something we're proud to put our name on. Coors, the banquet beer.
My fathead cave! My fathead cave! Oh my gosh! Yes! The bear! They give me funny, Daddy! That looks really good. That look good? This is my fat head.
I'm so excited for her. I have goosebumps.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome!
Do you like it?
I love it!
Students are enrolling in record numbers at Grand Valley. This fall, the campus welcomed a record number of first-year students, bringing the total number enrolled to more than 25,000, hitting a major milestone for the university. The percentage of minority students is also a record high, as is the number of international and out-of-state students.
I chose Grand Valley because it offers a great education for an affordable price.
There are also enrollment increases in engineering, health professions, nursing, and business. These increases show how the university's programs align with what students want and employers need. Grand Valley has a track record students and parents count on. It has the third best graduation rate of all public universities in the state, and nearly 85% of recent graduates are staying in Michigan to begin their careers or graduate work. For Around Grand Valley, I'm Mary Eileen Lyon.
Well, that's about how many basketballs Finley shot in from three-point distance in the first half. They made 12 of their 21 triple tries. And I suspect that Martise Kimbrough is going to get a few more yanks at the rim in half number 2. Grand Valley trailing 57-36. And if you look at it, Finley's attack has been based on the three ball. They took 35 shots from the floor. 60% of their shots were from behind the line. 21 of those shots out of 35, they made 12. They scored 36 points from beyond the arc. Grand Valley scored 12. That's a difference of 24, and that's almost the difference that we have in the game on the scoreboard. 57-36. Grand Valley did not have a bad offensive first half, scoring 36 points. That's probably pretty close to their average for the season. And they had some guys that moved it around a little bit. They had decent balance. 7 points for Hayes, 7 for Rice-Camp, 6 for Rollins, 5 for West, and 5 for Kapuska. So it wasn't like they weren't scoring the ball some. They just could not stop the ball from beyond the arc. And I think what Finley has demonstrated is they've got the people who can threaten you inside, which is essentially what opens up the three-point game in college basketball. If you've got people that have to be guarded down deep in the paint on the blocks. If they're smart with the ball and they move it unselfishly, they will get a lot of opportunities. And really, 12 for 21, it seemed like Findlay was a lot hotter than that for most of the first half. They had a couple of misses in the final couple of minutes from distance, but really played exceptionally well and are very deserving of their lead of 21 here at the Inter-Michigan. Grand Valley just kind of shocked by what has gone on so far. We'll see if they can get it turned around. A quick break, and then the second half coming up next year on Xfinity and the Grand Valley Sports Network.
You learn something every single day at Grand Valley State University about who you are and who you can become, about where you've been and where you're going, about your goals and how to accomplish them. At the end of the day, you know what you want from life. Find it within yourself. Find it within Grand Valley State University.
If you're a Grand Valley fan and you think this one is out of reach, all I can say is just think about TCU against Oregon over the weekend in college football. Down 31-0 TCU was. Came back to win in triple overtime in their bowl game, playing with a backup quarterback the entire way. So it can happen, but Grand Valley's going to have to find a way to defend in the perimeter, slow down Kimbrough. Also Sullivan and Ruth Satz, the guys that contributed from distance. And the Lakers will have to really turn this into a mud wrestling contest. They're going to have to get some untimed points at the free throw line and start winning the war of attrition. Carbajal out right now with Zach West. Here's Rice Camp. Aaron Hayes has it for the Lakers. Man-to-man for Finley. Carbajal. West thought about it. Hard for a freshman to pull the trigger in this situation. Rice Camp forces the shot, not there. Sullivan rebound. Let's see if Aaron Hayes can lock up Kimbrough a little bit here in the second half. This is Austin Gardner, the one guy that didn't do anything for Finley in the first half. He's about due to knock down a three. He's headed to the basket. He's rejected, but it comes right out to Sullivan, who misses from distance, and there's West on the breakout for the Lakers. Well, that was a ridiculous pass there. Late down the middle and cross court, and now Grand Valley gets the favor returned on a throwaway by Kaufman. Here goes Hayes, lays it down, and they're going to call a foul on Aaron Hayes on the pass off. Rick Wesley thought the player was in the circle. We'll get a look at it here. I don't think he was. That's not really much of a foul. He's going backwards before the player even arrived. So we played a minute without a score. That did not happen in the first half. Sullivan Almost got his hand on top of the basketball there. Or I should say under the basketball, and then continuing the dribble. Sullivan, Kimbrough. That's a tough shot there. Oh, and they're going to call a foul. Jeff Spadowski got Hayes, who fouled Kimbrough. Boy, Hayes bailed him out there. He had him played pretty well. It was not a good shot by Kimbrough. He wasn't really set. He pulled the trigger too quickly and got bailed out by the Laker defender. Saw Kimbrough shooting free throws, and he missed a bunch of them at halftime, just warming up. In fact, he stayed out there until he shot, I think, 3 or 4 before he finally made one. And you know what's going to happen now. He's going to go for the hat trick. There's 2. Kimbrough now with 24 in the contest. And 25 for Martise Kimbrough. Lakers down a bundle. It's 60-36. 5 dozen to 3 dozen at the moment here in Allendale. Carbajal. Carbajal to West. Step back jumper is going to be short. Didn't get his feet set. Wasn't moving toward the basket, and Finley's going to break out again. Kaufman. Staley. Sullivan. Was there ever any doubt? Sullivan with 13 now. It is 63-36. And now a foul in the middle of the court as Hayes got bumped by Dylan Kaufman. Rice-Camp. Carbajal. Aaron Hayes looking to go again, floats it up and in, and he draws the foul. So we've seen 3 occasions today where Hayes has made a runner in the lane. This time he'll have a chance to complete a 3-point play and become the first double-figure scorer for the Lakers here in this one. Young man from Detroit, playing in his 2nd season, can't finish off the 3-point play. That's about the way it's gone for Grand Valley. Sullivan, tough shot on the run, couldn't get it down. Carbajal's going to retrieve. Boy, West got his pocket picked, did well to fight back and get it back. Good job there by the young man, Zach West, player from Illinois. Carbajal, Rice-Camp, Kimbrough grabbed him. Kimbrough knew he was in a bad position there. He is right now the smallest player on the court for either side. And not the strongest either. So he just wrapped up Rice-Camp. Carbajal inside, lost it. Well, he's only a foot from the bucket, and here's the breakout. Gardner left hands it up and in. Grand Valley's going to get Trevin Alexander back into the ball game. 65-38. Nearly a walk there. Nice move by Chaz Rollins. Spinning to the hole. He's got 8 now. Kapuska will get back soon. Here's Kimbrough. I think Kimbrough can just take the rest of the day off. His damage has already been done. Gardner. Sullivan. Sullivan is not shy about shooting. Got a little push off there. Flung it, missed it. Rollins a rebound. Grand Valley's got to go quickly if it can. Hayes. He got stripped on the way through by Sullivan. Tried to hook it out to West. That's a 3 that doesn't go. Taken there by Kaufman. Grand Valley's got 3 players at the table waiting to get in. Lakers are just a little bit lethargic today. Just don't have the energy that they showed yesterday against Wayne State. And now that's a foul that's going to go against. Well, I'm not sure who it's against. I thought, well, it's going to go against Chaz Rollins. So we'll take a break. Well, no, we won't take a break here. Grand Valley's going to change things up. They're going to get Miles Miller back in for his 2nd tour of duty. Grand Valley just getting taken to the woodshed here today. by a red-hot shooting Findlay Oilers team. Here's Kimbrough with Miller. Miller might be able to slow him down a little bit. Kimbrough thought about it. Kapuska trying to work hard against Gardner. Shot clock at 5. Sullivan's not going to give it up. This is a guy who likes to shoot the basketball. Tied up. That's a shot clock violation. And now we're to the media timeout with 15:28 left in the second half. Finley large and in charge today on Xfinity and the Grand Valley Sports Network.
When you put your name on something, it means something. For over 140 years, Coors Banquet's been brewed in one place with pure Rocky Mountain water and the best high country barley. And someone with the name Coors still tastes our beer every week, making sure it tastes as good today as it did in 1873. That's something we're proud to put our name on. Coors, the banquet beer.
You learn something every single day at Grand Valley State University about who you are and who you can become, about where you've been and where you're going, about your goals and how to accomplish them. At the end of the day, you know what you want from life. Find it within yourself. Find it within Grand Valley State University.
There you see Miles Miller into the lineup right now for Grand Valley. He's out there with a different kind of look that Grand Valley has going. They're going to go with Deshaun Lewis, freshman who's out there with Kapuska. Trevin Alexander's out as well with Chaz Rollins. From the elbow, that's too hard, but it comes right back to Alexander. Kapuska for 3. Can't find it. Nice move inside. That shot will not go down for Deshaun Lewis. Kapuska's going to have to take a charge here, and he does. Oh, they're going to call that a block. Well, still a great sacrifice by Kapuska. He saw the big man running right at him. He is moving a little bit here, but can't really find too much fault with that call. Kapuska just couldn't get to the spot quickly enough. But Dylan Kaufman at the line, had 3 points in the first half. His first free throw of the contest, 66-40. Kaufman's going to come out. His coaches weren't too happy about that last play. They felt he should have given it up on the break there. I guess they call that a teaching moment. Colleague back in, Elijah Colleague for Finley. That was a kick by Kimbrough. Kimbrough has not had a goal here in the second half. He got fouled on a triple try and made 3 free throws. He's going to sit with 25 right now. I got to believe he's a little bit tired after playing much of the game yesterday and playing pretty well at 18 in the contest at Ferris. Miles Miller got caught in the lane, threw it right into the feet of the freshman Lewis. Kapuska. Triple try is through for Deshaun Lewis. Lewis is a good-looking offensive player. A good ball game yesterday. Has nice offensive skills. Good-looking jump shooter. Grand Valley trying to defend. Kapuska hammered Elijah Colleague, and we'll get Greason back on now. So it's a really young crew out there now for the Lakers. You got 2 freshmen out there, and then Miller, who's a sophomore who hasn't played a lot. Was forced into action through injury toward the end of last year, but not a big experienced guy. Lewis, that was hooking on the offensive player. They didn't call it. They call it travel against Finley. Nice work done by Lewis down in the post. I thought that Ricardo Smith hooked him, came out with the free arm, his right arm, and put it around his waist. They usually call that automatically. Boy, that's just a terrible giveaway there by Lewis. Kapuska couldn't stop the shot, but Grand Valley gets the rebound. And here comes Grand Valley on the move. Great effort by Kapuska to get back in the play. Lewis looking to go again. He got hammered, and they're going to call a charge as he bundled right into and over Alex White. It's a good strategy by big guys. I don't know if he was moving there or not, but I think a lot of times young offensive players see a big guy and they assume that they're going to try for the shot block. If you hold your ground, you can get some of those charges a little bit more easily when you're a big man. This is Ruth Satz who's back in there now. Alex White, Ruth Satz. Boy, Finley's got good, sharp ball movement today. That's a tough shot that will not go for Alex White. He may be injured. I'm not sure if he cramped there or what. He's going to try to get back up into the play, but he's coming out very soon. Next stoppage, Kapuska trying to get some movement. Now they find Greason inside. Greason put it on the deck and really shouldn't have. That ball's lost out of bounds. You got to keep that ball up high if you're a big guy, and if you're not that strong as Greason at this level really isn't right now. Got to keep that ball secured, chest high, whenever possible. Only put it on the deck is a last resort. Kapuska, Miller. Alexander jumps it up. And Findlay wants to up the ante again here, up 24. That ball is dribbled right off the foot of the offensive player. Ricardo Smith tried to con the official there. You could see that for all the world. Ball bounced it right off his own foot. Well, maybe not. Maybe it just touched the foot of Deshaun Lewis. So we'll give Ricardo the benefit of the doubt on that call. Lewis. Alexander. Grand Valley's got to get something going toward the hoop here. 5 on the shot clock. That's a great pass by Kapuska, and the shot won't go, but Ricardo Smith bailed out Grand Valley's Trevin Alexander, who goes to the line to shoot 2 now with 12:27 left here in the contest. Finley has controlled this one almost from the outset. Led it to half, 57-36. Three for Trevin Alexander in the contest. And that's a rebound for Tyler Stern-Tucker. Good idea in the back cut, but the delivery from Staley was a little bit out in front of his teammate. And it sails out of bounds past the outstretched hand of Ricardo Smith. Greason goes out, Alexander goes out, Chance Rollins and Carbajal for the Lakers. There's Carbajal now. Rollins. Kapuska got stripped coming down the lane. Here comes Ricardo Smith again against the double team. Good ball handling here by Finley. Good ball security. As we get down inside of 12 minutes remaining in the game. And it's a foul on Kapuska out between the circles. And that'll take us to our media timeout. 11:37 left. It's been a jailbreak for the Oilers. More to come on the Grand Valley Sports Network. Well, Grand Valley trailed by 21 at the half. And trails now by 23. So they haven't made any progress whatsoever here in the second half. And they're about to fall further behind if Finley can knock down some free throws here. It's Ruth Satz that's going to shoot here. He left that one quite a ways short, did Ruth Satz. His first attempt from the stripe. Here's Miller. Aaron Hayes. Miller, a contested jumper that is claimed by Tyler Stern Tucker. Ricardo Smith went down, looked like he was hurt, and the ball came back his way, and he looked healed. And now an illegal screen. I think Ruth Satz is the guy they caught in the middle. And, you know, they're always looking to keep the little man down. He gets a pat on the back from his coach. He stood right in there, did what he was supposed to do, just too much of what he was supposed to do. Smith also goes out. Gardner's back in. And colleagues out there right now, and get a load of this. Martise Kimbrough apparently hasn't had enough today. There's a little pull-up jumper that will not go, and Finley's just done a masterful job on the defensive glass after that miss by Deshaun Lewis. But the only thing you can hear in the arena now is the squeak of rubber on the floor. Kimbrough is fouled by Miles Miller. Sullivan's back in, also Dylan Kaufman. Colleague goes out. And also Stern Tucker. Grand Valley get Luke Rice-Camp back on now. Kimbrough with 26. All of his points from the stripe here in the second half. But he was crazy hot in the first half when he scored 22. Angelic assassin today here for Finley. Kimbrough on his way to a 30-point ball game. His team's up 25 right now. Carbajal, Rice-Camp. Grand Valley's got to get somebody in the paint with the basketball if at all possible, but that's very difficult the way that Finley's playing. Here's a triple that goes for Miles Miller. Nice step up there by the young guy. His first score of the ball game. Lakers down 22 now. Kaufman, Staley. They haven't had to rely on Staley for much offense today. He's had only one basket. That's just a flat-out strip by Grand Valley and a breakout by Miller. Can he get there? Miles Miller with 2 consecutive goals, and Grand Valley again 20. Well, that sounds desperate, put it like that, but Finley still very much in control. Grand Valley just looking for a defensive spark here. They'd like to end this game on a much better note, even if they're not able to get all the way back in. Kimbrough cut off by Miller. Sullivan. Pass Carbajal. Carbajal played him pretty well. Good defense by Grand Valley. Carbajal got mauled. And Grand Valley finally starts out with the basketball. Aaron Hayes on the bounce. Carbajal. See if Grand Valley can get it to Carbajal somewhere. He's about due to make something happen here. Chaz Rollins forces it up. Rice-Camp couldn't control. Kimbrough. Eight and a half left in the contest. Staley, every move he's ever seen, and he gets the shot. Pivoted 3 times there, did Staley. Stayed on the ground, though. 71-49. Grabbed his jersey there, I think, to indicate that he needs a blow. Finley's got somebody up, and I think Staley's going to be the guy who's going to come out. Here's Carbajal powering up. Tough shot, and it goes for Ricky. Only his second basket, first of the second half. 8 minutes to go. It's a 20-point Finley lead. Kimbrough. Not this time, and then a foul where? Boy, oh boy, I can't believe they're going to call this on Hayes. Hayes went up, did battle with the bigger man, tipped it away, and they got him for the foul. We'll take a break. 7:48 to go. Grand Valley still in arrears here today on Xfinity in the Grand Valley Sports Network.
What if a home phone could also be a smartphone? And what if that home phone could save you money on your home and wireless bill at the same time? With Xfinity Voice, you get amazing technology like readable voicemail on your smartphone, caller ID on your TV, and even text messaging, all for a low price. Start saving with unlimited nationwide talk and text and switch to Xfinity Voice for just $19.99 a month for 12 months. Call 1-800-XFINITY today.
I'm almost done.
Now you can pay your bill, manage your appointments, and check your connection status. Anytime, anywhere.
Oh, so you're protesting? Okay.
Introducing Xfinity My Account, available on any device.
Well, the lead was 21 at the half. Grand Valley has dented it ever so slightly here in the second period. Finley, though, on the basis of that great first half, still very much in command. And Dylan Kaufman now with 6 in the ball game. .73-51. Freshman back on for Grand Valley, Alec Marty, wearing 20 in white. Grand Valley gets inside to Greason. Just not strong enough as Greason. He's getting kind of pushed off to the side, and he's going to have to learn how to finish against big, strong guys, because that's what this league is all about. Everybody's got them. Kimbrough can't get the bounce, still without a basket here in the second half. Not that it matters. Hayes on the baseline from Marty. Aaron Hayes now with the 11. First player into double figures for Grand Valley with 7 minutes left here in the contest. Nice dish by Gardner. Well, they took a long time to make it happen, and then they missed the shot. And the guilty party there was Alex White, who dawdled with the ball, and then Sullivan missed a shot that he usually makes. Hayes blocked by Kimbrough on the way to the lane. Aaron Hayes now with a dozen for the Lakers here in game 2 of our GLIAC doubleheader. Grand Valley won the first game 75-35. So the pain that Finley felt in the first game has been transferred to the home side here in contest number 2. 13 for Aaron Hayes. Team's still down 20 though. Marty against Gardner. There's Kimbrough. That's a nice dish to Sullivan. Set his feet, couldn't get it down. Maybe a touch of fatigue setting in here for this Finley team that's played 2 games in 2 days. The tip off the miss by Marty right into the hands of Ricecamp. Charlie Ernst just thinking maybe I need to take a timeout here to settle things down a little bit. His team has giving up a considerable chunk of their lead, up by 16 right now. And Charlie Ernst is going to take a timeout. We'll keep it right here now. It's going to be a quickie for Finley. Now they're going to stretch it out. Let's see. All right, let's keep it here right now. Lakers have drawn to within 16 at 73-57. And sometimes when you're a fan, you look at a game like this and you think, what's the use of even trying? But a guy like Rick Wesley will tell you, he's already into the next game in some respects. He wants to get his team back playing the way they should be playing. I think Grand Valley was just caught betwixt and between in the first half. They really couldn't decide how much respect to give Finley on the edge. And from beyond the arc, Finley, they didn't wait for Grand Valley's respect. They just took what they wanted. And you see Grand Valley playing freshmen for substantial minutes in this one. Guys like Zach West and Greason. And this is a typical Finley team. Big-bodied, very strong. Kind of reminds you of the way Michigan Tech plays, but Finley's always had a great basketball tradition. They've been Division II national champions within the last decade. Great coach in Ron Niekamp for so many years. And now one of his proteges, Charlie Ernst, taking over. Staley's back in now for Finley. Gardner's out there right now with the ball. Sullivan's on. Kaufman and Kimbrough. And now he's going to get Miles Miller back in to chase Kimbrough some. Nice ball inside to Staley. He waited forever to shoot it and had it blocked. That's a held ball, and possession will stay with Finley. Finley pumped about 3 times that time, and Grand Valley didn't bite on any of them. Sullivan's out. Tyler Stern-Tucker back in. And they give up a wide open look to Kimbrough, who's still without a basket here. That's going to be Grand Valley ball. So says Jeff Spadowski after the miss by Kimbrough. So maybe Kimbrough has lost a little bit in terms of spring here in the second half. Here's Miller now. Chaz Rollins, little jump hook is up and in. Suddenly Grand Valley making it semi-interesting. 73-59. The pendulum is swung back the Lakers' way. And they were down, I want to say 23, not too long ago. Cut it to 14. Gardner against Miller. Well, Rollins reached in. Might have been a foul call there. Grand Valley defending well, but the shot goes for Tyler Stern-Tucker. That's a big bucket down in the paint. Forced it up over good defense. And Alexander fouled him. Stern-Tucker's thinking he can elevate over Trevin Alexander, and a little tap on the elbow, and Alexander didn't think so. Three-point play for Tyler Stern-Tucker. He's got a half dozen, and just like that, it goes back out to a 17-point ball game. Miller out there with Rice-Camp, Alexander, Rollins, and the freshman Alec Marty, who's got it. He's going to be the shooter here for Grand Valley. Well, you got to hang on to the ball if you want to shoot it. Down inside, 5 minutes remaining now. Charlie Ernst has told his team, if we take 30 seconds on every possession, they can't score enough points to win this game. And I think he's just about right. Kimbrough looking to go on Miles Miller. Lost the handle. Miller came up with it. Here comes Miller, and then he's bumped by Staley coming down the court. Well, you can tell Miles Miller is fresh. Didn't play much yesterday. He's gotten some additional minutes today, and he's done okay. I think with this young guy, he's got to get more confidence at the offensive end. He's got to be a confident shooter when he's open. He's got the quickness, and he's a pretty good defender. And that's an indication of his offensive skills. Missed it. Trevin Alexander gets an easy putback, though. He's got 5. 76-61. Not yet cause for concern for Finley. We're downside 4 minutes remaining in the contest here. Kaufman, Kimbrough. Miller giving chase. That's a bump by Alec Marty. Just kind of tumbled into his man, Gardner. And that'll take us to the media timeout with 3:46 remaining. Still a little bit to go here today in Allendale. The issue not quite settled yet on the Grand Valley Sports Network.
At Metro Health, we don't see patients, we see people. And when it comes to their health care, there's one thing we're all working toward: helping them feel better. Better summers, better dances, better retirements, and better roads ahead. This is what we want for every person we see every day. Better. Metro Health. Better all around.
You learn something every single day at Grand Valley State University about who you are and who you can become, about where you've been and where you're going, about your goals and how to accomplish them. At the end of the day, you know what you want from life. Find it within yourself. Find it within Grand Valley State University.
Now the lead is 15 for Findlay, but they're going to be shooting some free throws here. They're in the super bonus, the double bonus, if you will, and it will be their starting backcourt man, Austin Gardner, who has not yet scored in the ball game, but I think he's about to rectify that. Player from Bowling Green, Ohio. Yeah, that was pretty ugly looking right there. Better the second time for Gardner. 9th player to score for Finley in this one, 77-61. Been a pretty even ball game here in the second half. And the first half, though, a much different story. Grand Valley just never figured out how to get close to Martise Kimbrough. Here's Marty, nice pass that was through the hands of Chaz Rollins, who wasn't quite ready for it. But the location was a problem, too. Not quite waist high and not quite a bounce pass, somewhere in between. Out of bounds to Grand Valley, though. Miller going to jump it up from long distance. That had no chance. Easy for Gardner. Kaufman. Down to 3 minutes left in this one, 77-61. Finley, after an outrageous first half in which they scored 57 points, is going to have enough to get to the finish line here today. A missed three-point attempt. Miller from distance, not enough on it for the young guy. And we're down to the 2:40 mark. And I think hostilities are about to come to a close here. Grand Valley got away with a foul there. This is Staley. Kaufman now. Kimbrough. He's just going to hang on to the ball till they foul him. Unless Grand Valley get a 5-second count. Kimbrough with 5 on the shot clock. Going to jump it from 3. Still without a goal in the second half. Wow, who would have thought that? Kapuska. The young guy knocks it down for 3. That's Deshaun Lewis. He's got a confident looking shot. 6 points for Deshaun. This one's going to look respectable in the papers tomorrow. That's a foul, though, as Stern Tucker held onto the ball and drew the foul. Junior from Powell, Ohio. This is mostly an Ohio team. Ruth Satz is from Kentucky, and Aaron Overheiser, a freshman, is from South Haven, Michigan. But everybody else from the Buckeye State. Under 2 to go here. Ruth Satz back on. Staley goes out. So Gardner, Kimbrough, and Ruth Satz. This is the way you kind of run it out if you're a coach with your 3 guards in there and other guys that can run a little bit. 7 now for Tyler Stern Tucker. The scoreline could definitely flatter Grand Valley here today if they can knock home a couple more here in the closing minute or so. Kapuska went right out of bounds. The shot didn't go for Marty anyway. Down to the last 100 seconds of this one. And Rick Wesley's going to take a timeout and sort things out here for the final moments of this game. So the Lakers are not going to be able to make it a clean sweep of basketball action at home. They won the first 3 games, 2 by the women, 1 by the men, but in game 2 here this afternoon, it's going to be a Findlay victory. Grand Valley goes down to Ohio now. This coming weekend, they'll play Walsh and Malone. Actually, a little bit later in the week. Then Lakers will be back here in Allendale on the 14th to play Northern Michigan, and then on the 16th for a game with Michigan Tech. And that'll be men and women, by the way. Grand Valley will see its 3-game winning streak against Finley snapped here. That is games that were played in Allendale. Down to the last 90 seconds. That's a foul by Chaz Rollins. Kaufman with 7 in the contest. Kimbrough with 27. He did all of his damage in the first half. He's had 5 free throws. That's all here in the second half. Kaufman delivers. Kimbrough hit 6 threes in the first half. And just to repeat what I said earlier, Finley scored 36 points on triple tries in the first half. Grand Valley just 12. 24-point difference, which accounted for the halftime deficit and then some. Kapuska forces it up. Played for the foul there. He got bumped and they didn't call it. And some things just don't register with officials late in the game when there's a double-digit lead. Different circumstances. Kapuska might have got a foul. That's Miles Miller, who ran into Kaufman with 1:13 left in the contest. Really thought Finley would be a lock to get to 100 here this afternoon after that first half, but they kind of dialed it down. They've only scored 22 points here in half number 2. Kind of surprising. And they haven't had very many goals either. A lot of free throws. Kimbrough and Kaufman had 9, I think 10 between them. So only about a half dozen made baskets for the visitors here in the second half, but they did all their handiwork before the break. As we get on to the last minute or so of this one, Kapuska in the corner. And he was blocked on his way to the basket, and the guy that got him, Elijah Colleague, got him. It's actually Marty at the line to shoot here. Well, that's the way it's gone for Grand Valley today. Marty misses his chance to get on the sheet, and we're down inside the final minute of this one. It's 80-64. Sullivan, and just keep away time here for Finley. They're not going to try to do anything. Gardner's going to pull it all the way back out. Good movement here. Shot clock down to 10. Kimbrough's got one last chance to get a goal. No, instead he's going to get more free throws. Fouled by Marty. Kind of a mismatch in terms of pace there. Catan Singleton will make his first appearance in the final 30 seconds of this game. He's coming in for Kimbrough. If Kimbrough can make the second free throw here. Kimbrough 28. He had 22 in the first half, 6 threes. All of his points from the stripe here in the second period, and his day is now officially done. He leaves with 29. Great effort by Kimbrough, though, and he did it when it mattered, when the game was in doubt. Finley's going to get at least one more possession, I would suspect here. Marty picks up the ball, runs it across the timeline. Miller. Kapuska thought about a triple try. Miller did too. Nice layoff inside. The left-hand shovel by Chaz Rollins gets him to double digits for the afternoon with 10. Down to 20 seconds remaining now, and Ruth Satz just going to play keep away. This is Singleton. Stern Tucker. And that will just about do it. Grand Valley's not going to foul, and Finley's not going to shoot. So it'll go into the books as an 82-66 win here for the Oilers. Very impressive on the road. Just 24 hours after losing a very tough game on the road at Ferris. So Grand Valley wins the women's game today earlier, 75-35. But Findlay, on the basis of a huge first half, wins the nightcap. Martise Kimbrough with 29 to lead the way for the winners. Aaron Hayes had 13 for Grand Valley. Finley wins it 82-66. I want to thank everybody that was part of the crew today. All of our guys that did the job. Bill Cuppy, John Van Doren in the truck, Paul DeLue, Chiron operator Joe Royston, Jeremy Knickerbocker was our webmaster, and our cameraman Terry Ballard, James Batens, Brad Scott, and Tony Packer. I'm Tom Cleary. Thanks for being with us. Final score today in Game 2. Grand Valley loses to Findlay. It's Findlay 82, Grand Valley 66. So long.